Okay, this next video is about naming compounds. Another word for naming compounds is nomenclature. This is the terminology used in chemistry. Okay, when you're naming compounds, the first thing is to classify what kind of compound this is. Here we have a metal and we have a nonmetal. Okay, when you have a metal and a nonmetal, that is an ionic compound. So check your rules in how to name ionic compounds. You're going to name your metal first, which in this case is aluminum. Okay, and then this right here is what we call a polyatomic ion. Okay, and it's sulfate with a -2 charge. Polyatomic ion is a group of atoms with a net negative charge. So the name of this is aluminum sulfate. We'll work with 3 other examples. Okay, so here we have our metal, which is potassium. And then we have our nonmetal. So this again is an ionic compound. So we name our metal first, which is potassium. And our nonmetal is nitrate. Okay, so here we have sulfur, which is nonmetal, and fluorine, which is nonmetal. Okay, so this means this is a molecular compound. Okay, and when you name molecular compounds, you have to use prefixes. Okay, so we have 1 sulfur, so that we'll just keep this as sulfur. And then we have 6 fluorine, so this would get the prefix hexa. Hexa, and then you have an IDN, IDE suffix for your second nonmetal. So this is the first nonmetal, and this is the second nonmetal. Okay, mono is a prefix for 1, but it never gets used on the first nonmetal. Okay, next one we have metal, and here we have nonmetal. So this is a ionic compound. Okay, but the thing with copper is that copper can have a +1 charge or +2 charge. Chloride has a -1 charge, and since we have 2 of them, right, we must have a copper 2+. Okay, it must be a copper 2+. And we have to indicate that in parentheses in Roman numerals. So this would be copper 2 chloride. Okay, so you have to do this with Roman numerals in parentheses to indicate the charge for those that have more than 1 charge.